being in June, right before Evo, because CO to me was always that event that helped people train for Evo. And I think with Street Fighter 6, that's people are going to come there to train for Evo. And I've made jokes before where there's like players that skip CEO and then go to Evo and then lose. I'm like, well, if you would have had practice against that player who just beat you, you might have won.
Hear me out. Yep. I made it out of pools at CEO and KOF and went 0-2 at Evo. So, hey, I'll take it.
I've made it out of almost every pool I've ever entered at Evo, and my favorite memory. Oh yeah, Tekken 7. I made it out of my pools, and I was destroying people on stream in front of Harada and Michael Murray. And every time I got off the stage, they would look at me and go, how the fuck are you doing that?
How do you have the time?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a natural ability. I've been playing this for 30 years. I don't play the game. I play the players. I know how to beat people.
So that's fundamentals 101.
Hey, that's Jebailey. You've already won.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Dude, people sit down to me like shaking. I'm like, bro, just relax. But you know what my secret is? I kill people with kindness. Sure, let me plug this in for you. Hey, are you feeling okay before this match? Hey, good job, buddy. Like, good luck in the final round.
I'm never letting you plug in my stick.
That way they think twice about like, oh, should I hit him with this? Oh, no, he was so nice. He plugged in my stick.
I don't get nervous at all anymore. I really don't. Like, I was nervous in CVS2 playing an old friend. I really wanted to beat him. And then I was not nervous because I didn't have time to be nervous. Like, I was like, all right, jump in and play. Let's play. It's like almost natural ability. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. I just know what I'm doing. Just playing the game and shit.
When was the last time you were like actually nervous to play a game like probably Street Fighter 4?
I think honestly, the early days I had really good rivalries in Florida. Street Fighter 5, not so much. Mike Ross and I were in a beta tournament where we were first and second place. He like barely edged out against me because he had more time with the game. But like those, it's just fun to me. But that feeling you get at whether it's your first match or your final match is just exciting for me. But I do feel bad when there's players new to an event. MBHR, how do you say his name?
Nubenhammer.
Yeah. I beat him to get out of my pool in Street Fighter 5, and at the end of the match, he looked at me and goes, I didn't know you played Street Fighter. And it was a close match. He was very good. He almost beat me, but I turned on that Jebailey switch. I'm like, you know what? I want to make it out of this goddamn pool. And I beat him. Very close match, and he literally goes, I didn't know you played Street Fighter, and I didn't realize who it was. I wasn't really paying attention at the time.
It's just another player, man. It's just another player.
It is, and I trained CJ Truth in the early days. Knuckle Dude would come to my events, and I would always give him advice. I go, guys, just one match at a time. Don't worry about who you're going to see in the finals. Just one fucking match at a time. And CJ Truth, when he first came to an event, he was 12, 13. His father was there and comes up to me, and that was at the time I was dominating in 4. And I'm like, he's like, hey, my kid's really into this stuff. Your event's a lot of fun. Do you mind sitting down playing some matches with him? Like, of course. So it was after the tournament was over. I think Flash Metroid had won that day. I was like second place. And we played for like a good hour. And every time he jumped, I'm like, don't jump. And I would anti-him every time. If you go watch any of his matches in the last 5 years, he does not jump. Because
that's true.
I would yell at his ass never to jump. And I jump all the fucking time.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, exactly. No. Well, there's an ongoing story about why I beat people. I have a friend, his name's Anthony. He's out of the scene. He's an OG. He's in Orlando. And he literally, there was a thread where I was winning, and people were like, I hate losing to Jebailey. This is like mid Street Fighter 4 years. Fucking hate losing to Jebailey. Why do I lose to Jebailey? And Anthony comes in the chat. He goes, because you don't make him respect you. You let him get away with his random bullshit, and until you make him respect you, he's going to keep doing his random bullshit. And I'm like, that's exactly right. Yeah, until I realize I can't beat someone at something, I'll keep doing it. So that's kind of a method. But I'm excited for Street Fighter 6. It reminds me of FAD seeing all that. The burnout's really cool. So just I'm going to give that game my all in the early days. Hey, if I'm not CPT, then I can enter my own tournament for once. Might make top 8 finally.
See you on the tracks.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, good luck. But no, another story. I go to Evo.
I
go to Evo and people like.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I would go to Evo and people like, you want a money match, Jebailey? I've seen you play online. You suck. Okay, I take their $100. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, tournament Jebailey and online Jebailey are two different people, bitch. And walk.
and then they're like, that was my CEO money. I'm like, well, it's my money now. Make sure to go buy a ticket.
Pay me an email.
The early days of CEO, that's why in Dive Kick, one of my things is, it's okay, I still got my money, because people come to my event, beat me, and like, hey, you're still paying me, you're here. And,
Catch
it's
22.
a cool feeling, though. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't want to fall off anytime soon. I might be playing fighting games until I'm like 50 before I really just take a step back because I love competing. It's fun. It builds communities. I had that list, which was weird. I wasn't even lying. It had like 100 games. Have you played out of these?
Yeah,
games?
I've seen.
I've actually played 96 of them,
like
and the other 4.
Holy shit!
Well, my friend told me I played 2 of them at his party. I'm like, I didn't remember these games, So
yeah, you were kind of wasted. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
so it's 2.
Yeah,
2.
pretty much. No, it was one of them. Chaos Breaker. I have it on my thing there. I've been playing it to remember. Yeah, anyways,
Nice.
Long story short is like I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but I'm also glad I can still play and compete. And nobody's ever bitched like, "Why is Jebailey entering this tournament? He's a TO," and then taking their fucking money.
Hey, come on, man. You can't, that's even worse. They're afraid of getting like the TO took your money.
If you can't beat me, you don't deserve to win.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, words to live by there for everyone listening.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, there we go. Come Street Fighter 6. We'll revisit this once.
Oh,
it
dude,
gets
I'm gonna
over.
go. I'm gonna host my own invitationals online. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that game. So
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward.
Don't
to
worry,
it.
I'll see you at CEO. Don't worry. We'll meet up.
I'm gonna be
We'll
too
meet up.
busy, man. If you say
meet up.
hi to me, I'm like, "Sir, please no autographs," and I'll walk off.
No gang signs.